All right, I'm here with David Azizi from the law offices of David Azizi, and today we're going to discuss something that probably has happened in someone's life over the course of their lifetime and they may not realize it, and that's being in a car accident or getting hit by a car, any type of accident, trip and fall, slip and fall, and maybe your head got jarred a little bit, maybe your spine got jarred a little bit, but you think you're okay. And I mean, if you're like me, you think everything's always going to be fine. Like, I don't need to go to the doctor. I don't need to go anywhere to fix it. I'll be fine. Take a few aspirin. But sometimes things do get jarred around. I mean, you can have a concussion and may not know it. You can start getting headaches down the road. So, David, when it comes to these type of injuries, let's say someone got in a car accident 3 months ago and they start to have headaches now. What's the process they need to go through to contact you, or the statute of limitations or anything like that? How does that work?
Well, a lot of times what happens is like I'll get clients who call me and they'll have like some neck pain or they'll have some low back pain as a result of an accident. Yeah, a lot of times I've had clients which they get broadsided and then they strike their head against the driver's side door, or whether they're a passenger, either or, wherever they're in the vehicle. And they'll tell me, I kind of got into an accident and I need to come and see you, and we'll start helping him out. And then as time goes on, their neck pain goes away, their back pain goes away, and a lot of times doctors are like, okay, you're ready to go, you're done. And then I call the clients, obviously, and ask them, okay, well, how do you feel, how are you doing? And they usually tell me, well, my neck is better, my back is better, but I still have headaches all the time. I get head pains, and I've noticed that I can't concentrate as much, I can't focus as much, I get dizziness. There's a lot of signs and symptoms of head injury, and they're very subtle, so a lot of people kind of sometimes just dismiss it as, okay, well, this is just how I am. But we usually then send our clients to neurologists, and neurologists are specialists in this area, which then do some workups. A lot of times also, like, clients will say, well, I can't be head injury. I already had a CT at the hospital, and my CT was normal. Well, just because you have a CT at the hospital and it's normal, it doesn't mean that you've not sustained mild traumatic brain injury. There's other newer studies like a Tesla 3 MRI that is a high-resolution MRI that can test to see if there is brain injury. And even then, even if that's a normal study, it doesn't necessarily mean you don't have brain injury. So, or head injury for that matter. So it's always important to be able to contact a relevant medical practitioner, such as a neurologist, neuropsychologist, to talk to them and have them help you go through it. We've had clients sometimes who've had head injuries initially, and then it's developed into what they call conversion disorder. It's kind of like a head injury, but it's still a component of head injury with psychological injuries. And it's kind of like people act differently, and they just become a different person. I mean, I've had one case like that where the guy acted like a kid, and he was consistently shaking, and that has conversion disorder also has itself different type of signs and symptoms. It's very difficult to understand. A lot of people don't even understand it. Like, they think that the person's faking it, but in reality, they're suffering from what's called conversion disorder, which arises out of head injury. So that's another thing that people should be aware of as well. And again, if you've been involved in an accident, give us a call. We have the right experts who can diagnose these, and also, most important, these experts know how to put it in layman terms and explain it to a jury, to where then the jury understands, okay, I understand. This guy's not faking it. He's not malingering it. And we have got accident recon and experts who can put the entire accident in perspective for a jury, so they can, from beginning to the time of trial, understand how all these dynamics work and how this injury that the person is suffering is true, accurate, real, and that person is unfortunately suffering from that head injury on a daily basis.
Absolutely. And if you have any questions or concerns as it relates to head injuries or personal injury, please feel free to contact the law offices of David Azizi. You will see the phone number both above and below in the YouTube video. Thank you for your time, David.
All right, thank you.